Jack's parents made him eat ice cream every single day. If Jack didn't take the ice cream from his parents' hands and eat it, he would face their criticism. Jack had no choice but to obediently take the ice cream. Jack immediately took the ice cream to the bathroom and threw it into the toilet. But before he could even press the flush button, a bizarre thing happened. The ice cream in the toilet suddenly came back to life, instantly shocking Jack. He quickly pressed the flush button and firmly covered the toilet lid. At this point, in order to avoid raising his parents' suspicions, Jack took out a bottle of foam glue from the cabinet in the bathroom and squeezed it into the empty ice cream container, disguising it as ice cream. But he never imagined that the taste of the foam glue would be so difficult to swallow. At this moment, Jack's father noticed something was off. After tasting the ice cream, he realized there was something strange about it. Seeing this, Jack's parents immediately chased after him. Fortunately, at the critical moment, a car suddenly arrived and saved the fleeing Jack. It turned out that this enthusiastic driver was a great detective named John from the local area. After learning about Jack's experience, John expressed that he could help him. Jack had long suspected that there was something wrong with the ice cream. After eating this brand of ice cream, one would become more and more addicted to it. In order to prevent this tragedy from happening, Jack and John launched a detailed investigation into the ice cream. They prepared to take a plane to the ice cream factory overnight to carry out their investigation. Seeing that Jack was fast asleep, they didn't wake him up. But when Jack woke up from his nap, he discovered that the ice cream had killed the pilot. The ice cream was about to attack Jack, so he had no choice but to open the cabin door and escape. When they arrived at the ice cream base, they sneaked into a steel tank truck that transported ice cream while the factory workers were not paying attention. However, the unsuspecting workers closed the lid, and Jack was trapped inside the tank truck. At the same time, Nick led the others to the ice cream factory to begin their investigation, but they found that the ice cream here was clean and hygienic, with no flaws to be seen. They then thought of the peculiarities of the raw materials and quietly went to the ice cream mine. The ice cream here actually moved on its own, as if it would soon evolve into human form. David put on the clothes of a worker and quietly slipped into the ice cream raw material mine to install a timed bomb. Just then, the workers opened the valve switch and began to pump the ice cream raw materials into the tank truck. Seeing the large amount of ice cream being transported into the tank truck, Jack was terrified. He shouted for help, and fortunately, David, who was passing by, heard the commotion. Nick knocked out the worker with a single punch and drove the tank truck away. After driving the truck out of the mine, Nick pressed the detonator switch in his hand and buried all the ice cream. After everything went smoothly, they rescued Jack, who had been trapped in the tank truck. Since the ice cream factory was quite large, the strength of the three of them was not enough to eliminate all the mutated ice cream. So the next day, David drove to find his former friend for help. David's friend then led the army to the ice cream factory. At this point, the workers' bodies were flowing with ice cream, and the workers inside the factory also collapsed one by one. Seeing this, Annie pulled Jack to leave first. The ice cream was now coming towards them. Seeing this, Nick's friend immediately gave the order to start the detonation and completely destroy the ice cream factory. In order to prevent people from ingesting that kind of ice cream again, David quickly went to the TV station and made the truth about the ice cream public. Only then did people finally wake up. They threw all the ice cream in their homes onto the streets, completely destroying it.